about people who push food on us. It's about our relationship with others as we try to take care of ourselves. And I mean others like people we live with, our kids, our husbands, our families, our mothers, our co-workers, because they're used to, as Rosemary said in the Bible, we have traditions. We have things we always do. Well, you always eat a whole pizza every Friday night. We always go out to Doug's and have a fish fry on Friday. Always, always. Well, that always got us to where we are today. So we can either still continue down that path. And you notice there's a couple of empty seats tonight, and there has been a couple people that I've been on the phone with, and I have said this. I do not believe you are committed to your weight loss journey. And do you have to lose weight to be committed? You just have to show up, because it will kick in. It will kick in eventually. As God is my witness, it will kick in. I didn't even talk about the Super Bowl this year. You know why? Because I figured Green Bay and Pittsburgh, who cares? Who cares? I didn't realize that it didn't matter who it was. That we always have a Super Bowl get together. We always eat chips and nachos and wings and pizza. And my thing to you is, we don't always have to do that. Bob and I watched the Super Bowl at home, having a nice salad with cut up chicken in it. When people invited us to their Super Bowl putters, we were like, oh, thanks, but we can't make it. I didn't want to go. What do? No one watches the game. Who cares about Green Bay? Who cares about Pittsburgh? Maybe someone does. I don't know who. Maybe they have to live down there. It's an excuse to overeat and drink on a Sunday besides. What we need to learn how to say is a firm no thank you. But we have to have it here. Do you really want to say no thank you? You see, I don't think we so much have a problem saying no thank you, because these food pushers are pushing our temptation buttons. Do we really want to say no thank you? Or with just a little stiff blow? Oh, Ellen, would you eat that donut? Donut? Do I want to say no thank you? No, I really don't. I really want to eat it. You have to want to say no thank you before you can say no thank you. And they say, the ubiquitous they, don't make excuses, because they'll fight you down, especially your mother. If you say, oh, really, no thank you, I really don't want that donut. Well, why not? Well, I'm on a diet. Oh, come on. One won't hurt you. And then you go through that whole journey. Just one. You can make up for it tomorrow. You can exercise. They'll just play that game, and they'll just keep going and going and going. But if you just say affirm and practice it in front of the mirror. Ellen, do you want that donut? Oh, no, thank you. Are you sure? Why not? Oh, no, thank you. Well, why don't you want it? No, thank you. Wear them down. Just say it over and over. See how many times. Play a game with you. How many times can you say no thank you? Well, why? Aren't you going to tell me why? Oh, just no thanks. No thanks. Yes.
The best defense is an offense. Just say, why do you care?
Well, you can do that, but then it gets into this whole thing. Oh, why do you care? Well, I do care. I'm your friend. What do you mean by that? Yes, Maureen.
Well, one of the things with Christine at work, she had people pushing stuff on her. She kept telling them no, and they kept giving it to her. She finally just threw it out when they gave it to her.
We're going to talk about that. It's called the toss it. I will start. I have never tossed an item of food in my life. I can't toss. I think, I don't know, starving children in China, I don't know. I am incapable of tossing. That's why I have to have leftover dishes. But one of the things of having a 15-year-old son is you don't have to toss. You can say, hey, look at the cake from work. Gone. But what if you don't have a 15-year-old son? You have to learn to take it and toss it. Oh, I can't do it. I can't. Maybe you can learn it. Why are these people trying to sabotage us? Change makes people think about themselves. Maybe they've got weight to lose. Maybe your husband's afraid you're going to leave him for a younger man. Maybe your mother's just trying to say, don't you love me? Don't you want the food? You can't worry about their motivations. You don't know what they are. You have to want it here. Here's another thing, to take a single bite. I'm not good at that either. I am not good at, oh, you have a piece of cake in the fridge and you say, I'm just going to have a bite. And then the next thing you know, you're back out there taking another bite. And then the next thing you know, it's gone. Maybe you're good at it. Maybe you can take a bite and toss it. I can't. You can do a small portion. You know, you can say, I am going to have, when Bob and I on Thursdays, we will have some pretzels. I can't eat pretzels on the other days. I just can't, because I can't stay the same as I am now. But we actually count them. A serving is 24. They're these little teeny things. We sit there with a baggie. 1, 2, 3. We do it. 24 is in the bag. Not 25, not 23, 24. Because that is a serving. You have to plan ahead of time. You can't make a big deal about it, because when you make a big deal, oh, I'm not drinking, I'm not doing this, I'm on a diet, I'm on a diet. No one wants to hear that. I never tell anyone I'm on a diet. You know why? Because I'm not. I am not on a diet. I am having a whole new relationship with food. And part of that relationship is, like, it's Black Awareness Month, Black Americans Month. So there's everyone's bringing in soul food. Can anyone name soul food? Macaroni and cheese, fried chicken. So that you have to sign up for something. So I went to the head, who I love. She's a lovely girl. And I said, you know, I think Black Awareness Month is awesome, and I love it. But I'm going to not sign up for this. I just really just can't eat that food. I love it, but it loves me a little bit too much. She goes, I understand, no problem. Boom. I went to her. I wanted to say it. And when everyone brings it in, I might admire it. I might smell it. I'm just not going to eat it. Do I love macaroni and cheese? Who doesn't? It's great. You have to be honest. You have to stall. I'm good at stalling. Oh, I really want that. It looks really good, but your dinner was so great and so delicious. I'm so stuffed. I'm going to have some of that later. No one really is going to micromanage you that much. When you eat it later, whether you eat it later or not is completely up to you, but there's no peer pressure when you're alone. There's a lot of people who feel peer pressure, younger people even, when they go to bars. I don't go to bars. Because when I go to bars, I say, oh, did you see they have new beer that's 55 calories? I already figured it out. I could have 10 for 550 calories. Now, look, everyone's looking at me, 10? Are you kidding? I am kidding. But the fact of the matter is, if you go to bars and you are trying to watch what you eat and watch your lifestyle, see, I drink everything fast. I've been trying to drink my water slowly, everything slowly, because when you drink fast and you're drinking calories, plus you get inebriated, mix it up. Have one drink, have a light calorie drink, have a thing of water. Have some sparkling water with a lime in it. You put a lime in anything, no one knows what you're drinking. They think you're drinking a drink. You've got to want it in your head first. You have the right to make your health a top priority. No one but you is in control of your own behavior. You can let the pressure of others get to you if you are not firm in your convictions. And you know what? And then there's a new normal. My mother doesn't bug me about eating things because I've been at Prada for 3 years. That's the new normal. When you are struggling still with where your head's at, and there are people, I've begged you not to write Super Bowl on your sheet, and I saw at least 10 people tonight. They wrote Super Bowl. What does that mean? That they had nachos and pizza and so much stuff they can't log it? What does it mean? When you write things like buffet, Super Bowl, party, it gives me this vision that there's not enough ink in the pen, because if there was, you would have delineated. You would have said, well, I went to a party, I had some salad, and I had a piece of cake, and I had this. But when you write party, it makes me think you're sitting there going, The reason you delineate is for control. Several of the new people have said the log was the greatest thing they ever saw, because they're finally focusing on what they're eating. Several old people are not keeping a complete log because they're thinking, well, I've been doing this for a while. If you've been doing it for a while and you've lost a lot of weight and you're keeping it off, those people have the most minute logs of all. People say to me, look at my log, it's a mess, it was in my pocket all week, and I say, great, fantastic, keep it there. Okay, Bob, you can stop there.